January 13th, 2006. 300 Argentine police surround Banko Rio. Inside, 23 hostages lie face down. Masked men wave pistols at their heads. One wrong move, and it's a massacre. The gang leader demands pizza. The negotiator thinks he's insane. He's not. Every cop watches the front door, while below their feet, the real robbery is already underway. Below, precision reigns. Duffel bags fill with $19 million. Every threat above is a theater. The guns are toys. In 7 minutes, the crew will vanish from a bank surrounded by police. December 2003. Fernando Arjo lights his fourth joint of the day in his Buenos Aires apartment. A struggling artist, he stares at newspaper clippings of the Ramallo bank siege. Most people see disaster. He sees opportunity. What if robbers could disappear from a surrounded bank? Not with bullets, but with precision, almost magic. He calls Sebastian Garcia Bolster, his high school friend who fixes motorcycles in a garage outside Buenos Aires. Bolster's hands are scarred from years of welding. His family lost everything when banks collapsed. When he proposes robbing a bank. When Arjo explains the plan, Bolster doesn't laugh. He asks only, how? Arjo spreads blueprints across Bolster's workbench. Banko Rio sits above storm drains. Vault extends into the basement. Two teams strike simultaneously. One performs the hostage theater above, while the other empties the vault below. The clock is everything. 2 hours and 7 minutes to perfection. 1 second off, and they fail. January 2004. Ruben Beto Diator sits in a Buenos Aires pool hall, chalking his cue when Arjo approaches. Beto has robbed 17 banks. He knows vaults. He knows hostages. He knows police. When Arjo explains the plan, Beto doesn't laugh. He asks 3 questions. How much, how many guns, and how many men? $20 million. No real weapons. 6 men. Beto agrees, on one condition. He brings his partner. Luis Mario Vitete, the Uruguayan, former military, a specialist in intimidation without violence. He once held 43 hostages for 6 hours without firing a shot. Vitete reads Arjo's script like a soldier reads a battle plan. He rewrites dialogue, adjusts threats. Every word becomes a weapon. Every great robbery is decided before it begins, not with guns, with time and patience. Alberto Doc DeLeo insists on surveillance. 3 months of it, no shortcuts. Employee shifts change at 8:47 a.m. Armored trucks arrive at 2:15 p.m. The manager smokes at 10:30. Patterns repeat. Humans repeat. Doc finds the window. Friday afternoons. Wealthy clients. Relaxed security. Maximum value. Minimum resistance. His isn't about adrenaline. It's about control. Emotion gets you caught. Precision keeps you invisible. Julio El Gato Zloto joins last. The only man who won't enter the bank. His job is simple. Wait and don't panic. He maps 17 escape routes. Storm drains, side streets, dead ends. Police response times from every precinct. 13 minutes from Acasuso Station. 18 from San Isidro. If police move early, everyone dies. He chooses a manhole 3 blocks away. Engine running, doors unlocked, bags in, gone. 1 delay, 1 wrong turn, no second chances. Bolster begins his reconnaissance underground. He enters Buenos Aires' storm drains at 2 a.m., wearing a wetsuit and a headlamp. The tunnels stink of sewage and methane. Rats scatter from his light. He measures distances with laser precision. The main drainage pipe runs directly beneath the vault. 2 feet of reinforced concrete separate him from millions of dollars. He'll need a pneumatic hammer that works underwater, industrial pumps, reinforced lumber to prevent collapse. The shopping list costs 50,000 pesos. They fund it by robbing a smaller bank first. It works. No mistakes. Proof of concept. By December 2005, the tunnel is real. The risk is real. There's no turning back. The work happens only at night, after midnight, when the city above forgets what's beneath it. Then the rain comes. Water levels rise fast. Pumps struggle. The tunnel starts fighting back. Methane gas builds up. 1 spark would turn the tunnel into a coffin. At one point, the ceiling begins to crack. Bolster barely escapes before the tunnel collapses behind him. Most people would stop, but they don't. The tunnel doesn't just need to reach the bank. It needs to reach the exact center of the vault. They measure again and again. A mistake of centimeters means prison or worse. The first drill takes 6 hours. Slow, quiet, controlled. When the concrete finally gives, they stop immediately. No celebration, no noise. Above them, the vault floor is intact, untouched, and full. They rehearse everything. Not once, not twice. Dozens of times. Every movement is timed, every word planned. Silence included. They choose the disguises carefully. Ordinary, forgettable, non-threatening. There is only one rule. If anything goes wrong, they don't rush. They slow down. January 13th, 2006. Everything is ready. Friday morning, January 13th, 2006. Buenos Aires wakes up like any other day. Banko Rio opens its doors. Employees arrive. Customers line up. Below the building, something else is already moving. Upstairs, nothing feels dangerous. The countdown has already started. No one inside knows it yet. At 12:31 p.m., the front door opens. They don't rush. They don't hide. They walk in like customers. The security guard looks away for 1 second. That's all it takes. 90 seconds later, the bank is no longer a public space. The first emergency call goes out before anyone inside finishes processing what just happened. Sirens cut through the afternoon. Within minutes, the street is sealed. Outside, it looks like a crisis. Inside, it feels rehearsed. Police prepare to negotiate. They think this is the main event. The phone rings inside the bank. The voice on the other end sounds calm, almost polite. No screaming, no demands, just time. Police believe they're in control. They're wrong. While police focus on the hostages, 3 men move beneath the bank. They reach the vault wall. The first strike lands. They have 2 hours. Above them, negotiations drag on. The concrete finally gives. They climb through. Safe deposit boxes line the walls. Some boxes are left untouched. Others explode with cash, gold, and jewels. At 2:47 p.m., the phone rings again. The demand isn't money. It isn't a helicopter. It's pizza. No one knows how serious to take it. The request moves up the chain. 30 minutes disappear. Police escort the delivery inside. The door opens. Hostages eat on the floor. Outside, police see cooperation. The performance works. Below the bank, the work speeds up. Every cut is deliberate. Above ground, nothing changes. Police stop expecting surprises. The gap underground grows. There's only one wall left. Hey, stop cutting and listen. They choose to continue. The next cut breaks through. A sliver of light cuts through the final wall. Rows of safe deposit boxes stretch endlessly. Hands trace numbers, check locks, test mechanisms. The first box yields treasure. The vault is open. The clock is still against them. They move from box to box with surgical precision. Every second is calculated, every movement measured. Above, no one suspects the magnitude of what's happening. The bags fill faster now. Every second counts. Even in the shadows, the danger grows. Every movement is sharp, precise, without error. Every person scans for threats. Every corner is watched. The clock pushes them harder. Minutes feel like seconds. Duffel bags are sealed, treasure stacked, nothing left behind. Above, negotiators still trust the illusion. Below, the final minutes tick away. They climb through the final access point, bags in hand. The first figure emerges into daylight. One by one, the rest follow, timing exact, movement synchronized. All duffel bags loaded, team accounted for. For a moment, they glance back at the dark tunnel they just controlled. Hostages follow every instruction, unaware of the true scope below. Walter calls for pizza. Negotiators comply, puzzled but cooperative. Every gesture, every word is part of the performance. Minutes stretch, yet the tension never drops. The underground crew moves toward the manhole, duffel bags secured. Above, Walter signals calm. Hostages remain in place. The first underground figure surfaces. Van doors open. Walter nods. The extraction is confirmed. The plan moves in unison. All bags secured, all people accounted for. The street awaits. Bolster's team works with surgical precision. Every box opened, every duffel bag filled. The clock is ruthless. Above, the hostages kneel, unaware. Walter's performance continues, every gesture, every demand, a ruse. At exactly 2:47 p.m., Walter calls for pizza. Negotiators comply. Confusion buys crucial minutes. All boxes emptied, every duffel bag bulging. Time to vanish. They lower themselves into the storm drains, paddling silently. 3 blocks away, Zoe waits. One by one, they surface in the van, vanishing in plain sight. Inside the bank, the note remains. Without weapons or grudges, it's just money, not love. The illusion is complete.